Well, look, since we've gathered here to have this talk, I mean, we have Al, we have our parents here.
Yeah.
I actually discovered something interesting about members of our family. I'm going to share with you, Phil, because this will be like a type of intervention. Here's what I've noticed when it comes to
podcast intervention.
Yep.
It's an unashamed intervention, the very first.
And I'm going to identify a phobia that has not gotten any time in our society. There's a condition. There's a group of people, and my brother Al and my mom Kay, they have this condition. They have this, what would you call it? It's a syndrome. They have a fear of dying with money.
I agree with your assessment.
Yeah. So it's like as soon as they get the money, got to spend it as fast as they can because they don't want to die.
It's hard for a rich man to get into heaven.
Ooh.
A woman.
Scripture.
Yep.
So
Kay's fixed it where she won't die rich because she says it's so hard for the rich to make it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be poor when I die.
Well, you're right. Jaz, you're correct. I never saw it as a syndrome.
It's a syndrome.
But you're right. I can't, I'd rather give it away or spend it than keep it. But in my defense, since mom had me and then raised me, it has to come from mom to me.
Oh, no doubt about it.
So what I'm saying? It's some sort of, it was a learned behavior. But the one good thing about mom is you and I are very generous.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's a negative syndrome. I just was going to tell y'all have that syndrome.
Yeah.
It's almost a
I'm
phobia.
so glad you brought it out.
Okay.
Well, now this reminds me a lot of my childhood growing up because Mom and Jace, didn't always see eye to eye. Is that a? How would you assess?
It's according to who you talk to, me or Jace, how that childhood was.
She had this situation where she wanted to be a good mom. It was coming from a good place. But she wanted to have a conversation every day as soon as I awakened. The problem is I'm not a morning person unless I got a shotgun in my hand and I'm duck hunting. But just to get up, and so she would...
You're not a morning person.
You wouldn't even get up. You sat there and stared out the window for 20 minutes.
You have your syndrome. I have mine. There's a 10 to 20 minute thing that I go through where I just sit on the side of the bed. I still do it to this day. And I'm literally staring into nowhere.
Are you meditating? Are you contemplating?
If I really told you, it would scare you what I'm thinking about.
Yep.
I'm thinking about what day is it? Where am I at? It's like when I go to sleep and then I wake up, I have to then
realize you're alive in your own planet Earth.
I'm alive. What day of the week is this? What did I do? So, and I didn't. Most people do that when they got hammered the night before. I didn't get hammered the night before. But I just don't. I have to figure out, okay, yeah, I'm here. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But she would start asking me questions. What are you going to do?
Some I needed to ask you. When you're coming home, did you have practice or something like that? And you just stood there and sat there and stared out the window.
I know.
And you thought he was ignoring you all this time?
Well, I was ignoring her because I couldn't do two things at once. She was asking me the question, and then she would get mad, and then we would, next thing you know, we're arguing. We did that for, 3 or 4 years?
I think it started when you were 2.
Oh. So I guess we did it for about 16 years.
So what you told me, Mom, was that Jace told you later when we had this discussion at some point that you didn't get him and you didn't get his humor. That was part of he was joking about a lot of stuff that you
that's true.
took
That's true.
too seriously, that you just weren't getting him.
Yeah, I should have took a course on how to understand Jace, his humor or whatever he was doing. But we did fuss a lot.
Well, look, this may be a shock to you. I have the same problem with my lovely wife. So we made a deal, and this is a deal, and everything just were, rainbows and roses when this happened. We do not have any conversation about anything that matters or even could matter before noon. So when she gets up...
I hope I don't die before noon. You couldn't know it. Well, after lunch.